I'm so flattered!
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your boy AlphaKeyBlade, and today for you guys I actually have another memories video. Now, today's memories video, I cannot believe I actually haven't done this one. This should have been my first memories video because this goes all the way back to when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So guys, let me just jump right on into it. So guys, when I was 4 or 5 years old, my best friend was my next door neighbor because, you know, when you're 4 or 5 years old, your parents don't really let you go out much and like meet new people just in case, like, you know, like they're like dangerous people, they're weird and whatnot. So me and my best friend, his name's Danny, so me and Danny, like, we went outside to this little pitch of like green grass, like it would be like green grass and then like concrete, so everyone just called it the green because there was more green on there than there was concrete. So kids would go out there to play football, or would the football that we have in England, why did I just say America, I'm so sorry, in England is the one where you kick the ball with your foot, and you may refer to it as soccer over there. I'm not too sure. I'm not too familiar with sports and stuff. I'm not the sporty kind of guy. I'm the geeky kid. But yeah, me being the little geeky kid that I was just like always into reading comic books, playing with my action figures, and like, you know, playing Pokemon on my Game Boy because I loved that freaking Game Boy. Like, you know, and I remember specifically I was playing Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Red at the time. Now you'll remember why I remember playing this so well. So, as we go out to the green, Danny asked me to play some football with him. And me, I was like, do you know what? This might be fun. You know, because, like, you never know, I might be good at it. And he's my best friend, so I might as well play it with him, you know, just see, like, if we can have a good day and everything. Because, like, you know, it was nice and sunny. It was summer. And, like, we didn't have school at this age. And, like, you know, it's like we were just enjoying our time together. And this girl comes along that Danny knew, I didn't know. We're gonna call her Macy, right? So Macy seemed like a pretty cool girl, and she seemed really nice and chill. Now, let me just give you a little side note about her and her family. Her family is known really well for doing crimes, doing drugs, doing all the wrong things that you shouldn't be doing at her age. Now, keep in mind, I'm 4 or 5 years old. She's about, like, to go to high school. So she's about, like, 11 or 12. I don't know how old it is to go to high school over there in America, but she was about 11 or 12. Now, she seemed really cool and chill, and I was about to stay the night at Danny's actually after playing football. Like, my parents actually allowed me to stay at Danny's, and this was like my first ever sleepover. Because, like, you know, like your parents are like, oh no, you can't stay over anyone's house until you're like 10 or 11 or something. And it's like, okay, yeah, this seems fair. But because, like, I'd be right next door, I could just, like, tap on the back of my house, because, like, our houses are fairly close together. And like I have a conservatory, if you know what that is. Like the glass of my conservatory like reaches into Danny's back garden, so I could like just knock on the back of the window and like my dad would hear it. So, you know, like I could just come back home if anything went wrong. So we go upstairs, still early in the day. It's only come around about 1:30 p.m. and we're going upstairs into Danny's like little guest room thing. It has like a bed and it has like a pool table. Now, if you don't know what a pool table is, you might know it as snooker. And it wasn't those little shitty balls. It was those big ones that hurt, you know, with like the color around it with the white on the top and bottom of the ball. And they had the numbers in it. Now, I remember she picked up a ball, and I can't remember which number it was, but I remember it being green. And Danny had to go downstairs because his dad needed to give him these tablets because Danny had really bad hay fever. And I remember that because still to this day, like whenever I see him, we're not friends like we used to be back then, but like when I see him, like he starts like sniffing up and like his eyes start going all red because like he's got bad hay fever. And so his dad had to give him his medicine for it, so we thought, you know, he's not going to be any longer than a couple of minutes. And this girl, Macy, I believe the name I gave her, she wanted to play snooker with me. And I said to her, no, I've never played it. I don't know the rules, so I don't want to mess up the game and like having to make you constantly like repeat the rules to me. So if you want, you can just take a few shots and then you and Danny can set it up again. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind. And then she picks up this ball, right? She picks up this green ball. Like I said, I remember it being green with white on it. She picks up this ball, and I'm just playing Pokemon. I'm like, you know, like getting my first gym badge and everything. And she slams the ball on my hand, my knuckles start to swell up. I go home crying. Like, I cried so hard, right? I cried. Like, I'll admit it, I was crying for ages. The pain was so unreal for me. Because, like, you know, I'm 5. She's, like, about to go to high school. And I'm crying so damn much. My mom was, like, outside in the front and she could hear me. She comes in, tells, like, my next door neighbor's dad. And she comes home, like, she comes in, gets me. And she asked me what happens when she gets me home. I told her exactly what happened. So my mom, like, you know, like, she gets me to go up to my room. I eventually fall asleep. And I wake up, like, a few hours later. My knuckles were so swollen. They were split. There was blood in the thing that was wrapped around my hand and everything. And, you know, so I go to Danny's house the next day. And I'm offered to stay at his again. And his dad ensures me that the girl cannot be in the house with me. Which made me feel a little bit better, because, like, considering, you know, like, she just smacked the shit out of my hand, like, my knuckles were all bruised and, like, split. So me and Danny today, like, we decided for that day, yeah, I'd stay over. I was happy, I got over it, my hand really still killed. Then again, it probably doesn't help that we decided to get our BB guns and shoot at each other. But Danny didn't aim at my hand, and he was a pretty good shot, so he didn't hit my hand, so I was pretty happy about that. So yeah, we were just having fun on the green again, shooting these BB guns at each other. And this girl comes along, Macy comes along, with her BB gun. Now, she's holding it right up against Danny's kneecap. Danny's not moving. For some stupid reason, he didn't back up or anything. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, it's not going to hurt that much, it's just a little plastic bullet. Nope. She had those little metal bullets you can get. I don't know if you know, but you can get metal bullets for these BB guns. And she pulled the trigger right on Danny's kneecap. Starts bleeding, like blood everywhere from his knee. And his dad had to rush him to the hospital. And Danny had to get stitches in his knee. Yep, he had to get stitches. So then, this girl then goes on and does even worse things. This kid moved in, like, we saw this movers truck coming as Danny's being rushed to the hospital. Me being a nice little weird quirky kid that I am, always like introducing myself to like kids my age, like I was always trying to make friends as much as possible. This kid's parents were Polish, and for some reason this girl had an issue with Polish people, and so did the rest of her family, for some reason, what it seemed like. And this guy's dad, like, he found out like what her family did. And so he put up like a wall that you have around your front yard. And he put it up, and it was a brick wall. And somehow, within the next 3 days, this wall was all completely demolished. And there was a note from, like, this girl, and you could tell it was her handwriting too. And it said something really awkward. But yeah, she pretty much knocked down this guy's wall. So guys, yeah. Then a few days rolled by. Me and Danny were playing outside again. We were, you know, with our toy swords and shit, beating the crap out of one another. And this car's driving by the road like it was some teenager. He got a new car and he was just speeding up and down the road. And this girl, Macy, for no apparent reason, pushes Danny in front of the car. Lucky he didn't, like, get it any worse than what happened. Like, I still feel bad for the guy, even though we're not friends to this day. We're not friends anymore, but he had to go on crutches. Yep, he had to go on crutches because of this girl. And yeah, like, she's done other shit. Like, she sent letters around saying that certain people's names, so like my name and Danny's name, like, we all received the same letter, me and Danny specifically, and this other kid we played with called Ben. We were letters saying that we would all die in a couple of days. Yep, this girl was seriously messed up. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys have any similar stories to this. I would love to hear your guys' stories that you've had. And also, guys, please hit this video up with a like and a favorite if you did enjoy it. It really helps me out, really lets me know that you guys have enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, and peace.